Alright guys, you gotta forgive the mess. My workbench is messy right now, but you can see I got my little homemade camera arm that I'm using for self-filming in the woods this year. I got it in the vise here. I've been doing a little work. So, this is my little cheap Amazon camera that I'm gonna film with. Okay, so buddy of mine, Mr. Cawthron from Cawthron's Country Living, he had a really cool video, and in his video he's showing his saddle setup, his filming setup, and all that kind of stuff. And I noticed he had a pretty cool gadget on his handle of his fluid head that had all his controls for his camera here, so he didn't have to come over here and fiddle with the buttons on the side while he's trying to get on the deer, or the buttons on the top, whatever, wherever his are on his camera. So anyways, this is my solution. I thought it was neat, and I asked him, I was like, man, that's cool, what did that cost? He's like, 230 bucks. Well, that's not something I'm willing to do. I mean, if you got the money, spend it. If that's what you want to do, and I understand why he did it, I'm just not willing to spend $230 on that. So this is my solution. This is a poor man's verizoom. It ain't nearly as fancy as his, but it is a 50-cent, maybe $1 hose clamp from the hardware store. I already had it in my drawer. I wrapped a little black electrical tape around it so it wasn't shiny. Stuffed a couple pieces of foam in there to fill in the gaps between the hose clamp and the remote. So if your camera comes with a remote like mine did, all you have to do, let me take this cover off here. All you have to do is get you a little 50-cent hose clamp, strap that joker to the head of your fluid handle. It doesn't add a lot of bulk to it. It's still completely usable. And this way, if I can get it to focus here, I've got all my controls. I can zoom in. I can zoom back out. All that stuff. I got my menu options. I can do whatever I need to do with that. I can record, stop recording, turn it off, whatever I want to do. So if you're like me and you're cheap and you do not want to spend $230, like he said that's what his cost, and I believe it because it's freaking sweet. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, here's a solution. It's cheap, anybody can do it. It takes just a couple minutes. Yeah, you don't even have to add the foam. I just did that to kind of fill in these gaps. But there you are. It's not coming off. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty rock solid with just that one little clamp. And if I need to, I can still just loosen that little screw, pull the remote off, and change the battery in the remote or whatever I need to do. And I'm just going to leave it fastened here to the handle for the duration of my deer season. And unless I need to change the battery or something, but it's going to ride. That's where it's going to live from now on. I've had this ever since I got the camera, and I never used it for anything. I just always, I got it late in the season last year, and I was just kind of using the buttons on the top and on the side over here. But this should be a lot easier. Having everything right here, you know what I'm saying? Right there on the handle. Let me know what you guys think. It's a pretty easy project. Just takes you a minute to do. And I think I'm going to like it. Yeah. Catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.